Ghost of Yotei is a masterpiece, not just for its breathtaking world, but for its dynamic combat system. Atsu, our ghostly warrior, possesses a range of lethal abilities, but none strike more fear into her enemies than the terrify ability. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most devastating and fear-inducing builds in Ghost of Yotei, the terrifying ghost build. This ability doesn't just stop enemies in their tracks, it breaks their will. One moment they're charging at you, the next they're trembling as Atsu finishes them off completely helpless. If you've ever wanted to walk through enemy camps as a literal nightmare, making enemies drop their weapons and tremble in fear, this is your build. So settle in, and if you love experimenting with powerful builds like this, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because I've got more insane setups and walkthroughs coming your way. In the early stages, you'll have access to Onryo's Howl, granting 1 free kill after taking down 5 enemies without taking damage. But as you progress, you unlock the Ghost Stance, the late-game core of this build. Ghost Stance grants 3 instant kills and terrify all nearby enemies when you achieve a 7-kill streak without taking a hit. Build Breakdown, the Onryo Armor. The heart of this build is the Onryo Armor, the soul of the ghost herself. At max level, this armor grants Atsu a moderate chance to terrify enemies when killed by spirit attacks or thrown melee weapons, massive increase to damage on terrified enemies, and a major chance for the wolf to strike down terrified enemies. These effects triggers often, so every fight feels like you're channeling an unstoppable, vengeful spirit. Charm Setup. This build revolves around 4 key Onryo charms and 2 defensive charms, each amplifying the terror effect and survivability. Charm of Fearful Defense grants a major chance to terrify nearby enemies when you kill an enemy after a perfect parry or perfect dodge. Charm of Fearful Mastery grants a major chance to terrify nearby enemies when you disarm an enemy. Charm of Fearful End grants up a major chance to terrify nearby enemies after any type of assassination. Charm of Onryo's Protection prevents your ghost streak from resetting when you take damage, you just lose 1 kill instead. Charm of Mount Yotei reduces all damage taken by a moderate amount and restores a major amount of health on perfect parries. Charm of Futsunushi makes perfect parries and dodges easier to perform. Remember, most of these charms can be upgraded from minor to moderate and major levels, boosting their impact significantly in combat at max level. Combat Versatility. What makes this build truly special is that it fits every playstyle, melee, stealth, or ranged. Every assassination, every spirit attack, every perfect parry contributes to the terror effect, thinning the enemy ranks while doing regular combat. This build is already a powerhouse, but with the future New Game Plus enhancements, it's going to become absolutely broken. Enhanced gear, boosted charms, and new perks will take the terror synergy to a whole new level. And that's the terrifying ghost build, a setup that turns Atsu into the living embodiment of fear itself. If you enjoyed this breakdown or learned something new, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell, because I've got more insane setups and walkthroughs coming your way. Now go out there and remind your enemies what true fear looks like.